over the years. And, of course, we remember Rebecca Creedy, so close to winning last year. She'll be looking to make amends. She came off right near the end. Devon Halligan just won the under-19 event 5 minutes ago, Nicole.
Yeah, and you look at the girls as we pan across and introduce them. There are some really good Ironwomen in here. You know, a lot of the girls that were in the Kellogg series are in this. That's Amy Nurthen, the last one you saw there. There you go. Let's start the roll-up of names. Hayley Baidup's in there. Alyce Bennett's in there. Harriet Brown, Nicole Chapman. There's Bet Creedy.
Good luck to Rebecca Creedy. She was absolutely devastated last year after just missing out. Candice Falzon won her first round of the professional series this year. Courtney Hancock, the defending champion. Brodie Moir, always good for a laugh. Kellyanne Perkins. Elizabeth Pluimers, the champion from this year. ALLIRA RICHARDSON as well. So, some very, very fit girls.
Well, the Ironwoman race has only been successfully defended on 2 occasions. Carla Gilbert did it in 93, 94. Kerry Thomas in 98, 99. Can Courtney Hancock do it now?
Thanks, Bruce McAvey. Very nicely done. Board, swim, then ski is what we're doing here at North Kirra. This is a crack field. Now, so often, Nicole, over the summer, we see Courtney Hancock go hard from the start.
Yeah, and I think that's a great tactic for her. You know, you only get one opportunity. It's not like a Nutrigrain series where you get week in, week out, or round and round the two actually be the overall champion. This is one chance in 2012 to be the Australian champion. So already we see Liz Pluimers going out there, Courtney Hancock going out there, and Kristyl Smith. So nice to see those girls. They're all training partners. They're all great mates. So good to see them going out.
Kristyl Smith closest to camera there. Hope you're not getting seasick watching this on one. Nice conditions at North Kirra, and the girls pretty tightly bunched. Kristyl looks like she's going pretty hard pretty early, and Nick, some of the girls up and some of them lying down.
Yeah, it's personal choice. I mean, if you're sitting in the bunch as well and you're not out the front really pushing the big strokes, then you can probably afford to be laying down in your belly, just conserving a little bit of energy. Going around the cans in just a moment, and you'll see the girls go down on their belly as they go around the cans. Harriet Brown's in there as well. The other one that's up doing quite well is Hannah Minogue from the Bulli Club.
Keep an eye out too for Amy Nurthen in the bright royal blue of Terrigal. She's had a very good finish in the series this year, gave her a lot of confidence, she said, coming into the Aussie titles, and really looks like she's trimmed down as well, Nicole, as fit as I've seen her.
Yeah, it's an emotional competition for her too, because it's the last time that she'll represent Terrigal before moving up to a club that has a little bit more on offer, I think, in terms of training partnerships. So she'll come up and train with Michael King in Queensland. So it's a good move for her just to further her professional career. Terrigal has been absolutely sensational for her, but it's probably time to go and train with the big girls and big boys.
So we're partway through the board leg in the Australian Ironwoman title, the swim and the ski not too far away. And at this stage, it's the Northcliffe competitors, Kristyl Smith, Courtney Hancock is right up there, Harriet Brown, Elizabeth Pluimers. All the big names are near the front of the field.
I see a Manly cap there as well, so that's Devon Halligan just off to the right-hand side of screen. So you've got Kristyl Smith down on her belly, you've got Liz Pluimers up on her... joined Liz Pluimers up on her knees. There is Amy Nurthen. I love her technique. Look at the legs going absolutely flat out with the blue cap there, but these girls putting in some really good strokes at the front, really moving quite well.
You're a wild card in this one, Amy Nurthen, and I just shake my head at Devon Halligan. 5 minutes ago, you said she was competing.
And because it's been a condensed program because of the move down to North Kirra, they've done a lot of racing in a short period of time that's normally spread over quite a few days. So here's some little runners now. Girls increasing their stroke rate, trying to make sure they get on them. Will Kristyl get on it? Liz is there with her, just flattens out a little bit.
We need Guy Leachy. This is when he starts yelling and screaming and speaking all over the top of us, Nicole, in the Kellogg series. And the girls now are on a nice runner, and there goes the lead of Smith. They've lost it straight away, hanging on his Pluimers into that little dumpy shore break. Gets a little bit physical in there, Amy Nurthen, and they really lost some ground there.
Gee, that was really close, wasn't it? There was nothing they could do. That wave just built up and it just squeezed them all together, and then they started to come over the top of the girls that were in front of them. But Liz Pluimers, Kristyl Smith there, and that looks like Courtney Hancock as well. So she's got through without any major problems at this stage. No sign of Rebecca Creedy. There's Amy Nurthen going around. There's Bet Creedy. So she's just sitting in behind Amy Nurthen.
Well, this is what Rebecca Creedy needs to do. She's fantastic on the swim. She just needs to tuck in there and try and get a bit of a wash ride and see if she can make up some ground on the Northcliffe girls as Kristyl Smith just stumbles going into that little shallow area.
If I was Rebecca Creedy, though, I wouldn't, as good as she's got on her ski leg, I wouldn't be waiting in the swim leg to try and take on someone like Kristyl Smith in the ski leg or Elizabeth Pluimers. So I reckon the chance for Rebecca Creedy now is to really get moving.
That's why she's the best in the business, Nicole Livingston. Absolutely all over it here at the 2012 Aussies. This is the Ironwoman race. We've completed the board. We're now through the swim league. Keep an eye out for Creedy coming through the field, but at this stage, it's the Northcliffe competitors, Kristyl Smith, Courtney Hancock, Harriet Brown, and Elizabeth Pluimers right there at the front of the field.
Yeah, Krystyl's leading them on this swim at the moment. She's not too far in front. She's putting in a beautiful technique there. She trains with Colin Braun on the Gold Coast. It was interesting to see Colin actually lining up in the men's surf race. So good on him, the coach getting in and having a race himself. So not long to go. There's the part of the swim leg and then the ski leg to go.
Throw to the break, Nick.
Okay, let's take a break.
Women, we've done the board. We're in the swim. Kristyl Smith is leading them. The ski is still to come. The second of three legs. The Northcliffe girls are right up there. Courtney Hancock, Harriet Brown, Elizabeth Pluimers, Rebecca Creedy starting to move into the field. And Amy Nurthen in the bright royal blue cap from Terrigal is also hanging in there in about sixth position as I see the light blue manly cap of Devon Halligan, the young lady that competed in the under-19 title and won it just minutes ago.
Yeah, I just got a glimpse of Rebecca Creedy. She went out a little bit wider just to avoid a bit of the bottleneck going around the can. But also out there was Moir. So she's made a bit of a move in the swim. There she is with the white cap there. So well done to Brodie, but Kristyl Smith still putting in a great performance. Beautiful high elbows, breathing side to... She's actually breathing bilaterally, so she's making sure she knows where everybody is as well around her and having a really nice line. So when she turns the can here, she'll know exactly where she needs to go.
Oh, bilaterally. I love it when you get technical on this, Nicole.
I saw you give me a look. I wondered what it was going to be.
So, Kristyl Smith breathing bilaterally.
You know that means side to side, don't you?
I figured that's what it was. I didn't figure it was up and down, Nicole. Anyway, back to the race in the Ironwomen's Championship of Australia. It's one they all want to win. Courtney Hancock with that golden season last year where she won the Coolangatta Gold, the Ironwoman Series, and then won the Australian Ironwoman title. She is right amongst the action as Kristyl Smith leads them through the field with the ski race yet to cut, the ski leg yet to come, and anything can happen in the ski as we saw last year.
That's so true. She's sitting so nice and high in the water. The salt water of the ocean actually helps you sit a little bit higher than it would in a pool, but she's really got a nice body position, Kristyl Smith, in terms of her swimming. Sitting in behind her is Courtney Hancock as well. Courtney's got the nice high elbow technique as well, and another Northcliffe competitor in there as well. So, gee, Northcliffe are doing well in this so far. I would say it's Harriet Brown up there as well, the tall Victorian, now racing for Northcliffe.
And with the Kellogg Series, as far as the women go, Nick, there's a wild card for the best placed unsigned finisher. Ooh. So it is a very, very important race. And if you haven't joined us for the whole coverage yesterday as well, as I said, if you ever get the chance to go out with Kristyl Smith, put it on your list of things to do because she is a very entertaining lady, Nick.
I missed that, but I'll take your word for it. She's saving her legs at the moment, so she's not got a big six-beat kick going. The one that does is on the left-hand side of screen, and that is Courtney Hancock looking for any kind of lift, and they're just outside the wave zone.
They're coming in, as Nick said, to the wave zone. Rebecca Creedy has moved through the field. Kristyl not quite on the front of that one. On the left of screen doing the dolphin is Courtney Hancock. And the other girls have just got a bit of a run on here. They've got a little wave as Kristyl Smith comes up onto the beach first, but the other girl's right on her heels as she stumbles through that area. And you've got to be careful with your knee and ankles in there, Nick.
Yeah, you do. But, gee, they've been unlucky not to get a little bit of a free ride into the ocean. They've had to work the whole way through this swim. Courtney Hancock right there, as well as Kristyl Smith. Now we're looking for Rebecca Creedy. I was going to say that was the leg that she needed to make her move, and she is right there. Look at her sprint.
Every time I see her, Nick, I say, what about the physique on this lady? She's got muscles on her muscles, Rebecca Creedy. She's a wonderful competitor, and she has come up through the field. She's picked up about 7 spots in the swim. She's the first to touch her ski. Can she overcome what happened to her last year, Nicole?
Well, I reckon in the 12 months since last year's Australian Championship, she would have done a world of work on her ski and on her board, just making sure that she doesn't relive the nightmare of 2011 and those championships. The fact that she was leading and she came off in the last leg was just heartbreaking. So I know the kind of things that athletes relive in their head.
Absolutely. Harriet Brown now coming in as well. She's got a little bit of a gap to make up on the field. But out the front, it looks like Joanna Baxter as well, the New South Wales champion in the blue, is next to Brown, and the girls are moving out for the last leg of the Aussie Ironwoman title.
Now, it just depends on how much energy Kristyl Smith has got left in the tank. All of the girls have done a lot of racing in a 48-hour period. There's Rebecca Creedy, very, very honed technique. She has really worked hard to try and make sure that her skills on the ski are working well. Look at those muscles.
She is just unbelievable. I wish I looked in the mirror and saw the same, Nicole, but sadly I don't. Rebecca Creedy closest to the screen. Then you've got Kristyl Smith, and in the pink outfit, as we always know her, is Courtney Hancock in third position, just lurking absolutely in the race at this stage.
The thing that I like about Rebecca's ski leg right now is that she's not panicking. She's got girls with a very big reputation behind her, breathing down her neck, but she's not looking around. She's keeping her head still. The body's moving from side to side. The crowd is watching on. It's growing as these championships culminate with the Ironwoman and Ironman event. But right now, and you know what, from a mental perspective, let's hope she doesn't think about 2011 and what happened there. Just try to think about doing all the technical things that she's worked on in the last 12 months to make her a better athlete.
Absolutely. There is Rebecca Creedy, the Ironman, not too far away. We heard Kai Hurst earlier on the program. A shock that Kane Eckstein has been eliminated before the final, although, speaking to Kane, he didn't really do much training after his wonderful success in the Kellogg's. He's doing some tasty work on a dancing show there, Nicole. But more about what's happening now, and that is Rebecca Creedy, and she's dancing out in front of the field. That's a nice lead she's got on Kristyl Smith and Courtney Hancock as well.
If the girls had energy left, I would say they would have bridged that gap between Rebecca Creedy out in front and themselves already. You know, you're coming into the final leg of the Ironwoman. You don't want to have someone out that far in front. So this is of concern for the other girls, but a good move for Rebecca Creedy. And we're running our way through the course now in terms of where the girls are. And she's on a wave already. Can she hold it? No need to panic.
She's done well, absolutely. Hayley Bader, we saw her moving through the field. Rebecca Creedy, this is the Aussie title on the line here. She holds it steady. You can see the girls behind her as well. Devon Halligan was on a wave in the light blue. Someone's gone sideways, though. Someone's off. Back to the front of the field, though. Creedy's not too worried about that. That was Kristyl Smith sideways. Wonderful shots from the jet ski. Is this Rebecca Creedy heading to her first Australian title? Carnage in the back of the field, though. Looks like Hancock could be in trouble back there as well.
Oh, my gosh.
That looks like real trouble back there in the field. That was Moir coming sideways as well, so it's all happening. But at the front, can Rebecca Creedy hold the wave?
Holding it beautifully. No sense of panic. She's just keeping her eye on where she can get off this ski. When can she exit? When can she run? Beautifully done, Rebecca Creedy. You deserve this win after all the hard work. She's an Commonwealth Games gold medalist when it comes to swimming, and now she's going to go on to win this Australian Championship.
Here she goes, Rebecca Creedy. It was disastrous last year. She was so close to winning the Australian Ironwoman title. What about this for a comeback, Rebecca Creedy? She's smiling like the Cheshire Cat. Wonderful effort, Rebecca Creedy, the Australian Ironwoman champion, and Devon Halligan, the young girl that just won the under-19 title. This will be a second position and a wild card into the series over the summer. Well done to you, young lady. The sprint's on. That's Amy Nurthen powering along. The rest of the field are chasing her. Skis going everywhere. I reckon Nurthen got in third position. Kristyl Smith is back in fourth position. Well done to Amy Nurthen. That is just a wonderful race. And Rebecca Creedy, Nick, she's had a year to think about it as Courtney comes across the line in fifth. And now a chance to chat to Hayden Quinn as the Ironwoman champion of Australia.
Rebecca Creedy, congratulations. Australian Ironwoman champion for 2012. What an amazing feeling. You saluted when you last year. This was your year.
Yeah, look, last year was a really big disappointment. I was so close, and I think this is actually something I've been thinking about the last few weeks, and it makes me a little bit emotional thinking about it, and to think that it's actually happened, I just couldn't be happier.
Well, that swim you had, you just smashed them, and then to dominate in that ski race, unreal.
Yeah, look, I love the ski. The ski is my favourite leg. I've swum my whole life, of course, everyone knows that, but for me it's all about the ski, and to have that confidence going into the last ski leg out there first, it really, I guess, just made me think about myself, and I got it right, so.
Oh, that's it. You did extremely well. Congratulations. A great effort, and we can't wait to see you next year.
Thank you. I'll be back.
That's it. Good work, mate.
Great news. Rebecca Creedy will be back as the defending champion in front of Devon Halligan, who's obviously got a massive future in the sport, and another young girl, Amy Nurthen.
Kristyl Smith wasn't a great day out there with a bit of carnage out the back. Courtney Hancock also affected by that.
Elizabeth Pluimers, Joanna, Baxter, Richardson, Chapman, Candice, Falzon. Well done in 12th position, and we move over the page.
And Hannah Minogue.